I never thought I'd be here with this opportunity. I remember when I was 17 hanging out with my friends watching the World Series main event. We watched Moneymaker win it, and it was just like the coolest thing ever. We were just started playing. We'd watch rounders and kind of were figuring out about this no-limit Texas Hold'em game, and we thought it was something really cool. And we started watching the tournaments, and I would record the WPT final tables they used to air all the time. And I never thought I would have this opportunity. I mean, I've said before that I think there's a ton of luck in tournaments, and I was super lucky to get here. I think even if you're 10 times better than the rest of the field, it's very unlikely statistically that you can make the final table. So yeah, I mean, it's really been a crazy experience. Like I can't believe I've gotten this far, and it's pretty cool to have the opportunity to play for the World Series main event bracelet. So when I started playing in high school, I had a pretty good group of friends, maybe 5 or 6 guys. We always played poker together, and they were all like super intelligent guys that went on to do great things, and I was kind of one of the only ones in the group who pursued the poker thing. Had these guys going to med school and law school and all these traditionally successful careers, and I was just playing poker. So when I dropped out of school originally at 18, my parents were probably a little unhappy about that decision. My mom is a college professor. My dad's a military guy for 25 years. And so I think they were pretty skeptical, I'd say, at best, of that decision. But pretty quickly they realized it was something that was viable. I was supporting myself. They didn't really have to worry about me. And I think maybe after a year or two, so maybe by the time I was 19 or 20, they saw that I was having some pretty reasonable success, and they're really happy for me and very supportive the rest of the way through. My friends from high school, I've actually gotten a few texts over the last couple days. They're like, "Wow, I can't believe this happened. Like, we used to dream about this," and yeah, so it feels pretty great. I don't think getting a lot of money early in life is necessarily adversity. I think it's just a really phenomenal opportunity. I think a lot of people blow it. I think I kind of blew it a little bit with some bad investments along the way. I never really had a lavish lifestyle and spent a lot of money on like $20,000 at the club or things like this, but I bought some real estate at a time when there was a real estate bubble, and that was all a disaster. I invested in a couple companies that didn't work out too well. I was young, I'd read a lot about investing, and I was trying to like diversify my resources and try to make some good things happen. Do I wish I did things differently? Yeah, sure. I mean, but I think I made the best decisions I could have made at the time with the knowledge that I had, and I've still been very successful overall. I'm not unhappy in my situation, and having made money early on, I gave myself the opportunity to pursue a lot of things that I wouldn't have otherwise. If I went to school originally when I was 18 and completed the traditional track, I probably would have I don't know, done finance and accounting or something at my original school and been an accountant or something right now, I don't know. But I had the opportunity to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, focus my goals a little bit better, and have a more mature approach to the education process, which I think is really important. So now I have really what success in poker has given me is the freedom to kind of choose what I want to do. And I'm still trying to figure out what that is, but what I'm trying to do now is just maximize my opportunities. And in school I'm studying political science and Chinese. I don't necessarily know if I'll use that, but I want to have as many doors open as possible. The motivations going into this final table are, I mean, I guess there's a few. Obviously the money is gigantic. Winning would be life-changing. I've been pretty successful financially already in poker. I've played high stakes for a long time, and so I don't think like it would change my day-to-day life, but it would be pretty darn nice to have $8 million extra sitting in an investment account somewhere that I don't really have to worry about. So yeah, that's a big motivator. It's also, I mean, it's a dream of every poker player, I think, to make the final table, and it's really exciting. I mean, I would love to do well. I mean, not just for me, but I mean, it would be some kind of validation for my friends that I played with in high school, for my family, for whoever supported me along the way and like thought that I was making a good decision, and it would just be unbelievably cool. I mean, I think it's just really a neat thing. Like, it's not something I didn't ever expect to be here. So I feel really lucky, and I'm really happy to have made it this far.